What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the New York Yankees Legends Fantasy Draft Series here on MLB The Show 21. And ladies and gentlemen, go back and watch the last video. Unbelievable. I'm going to leave it here for a few seconds before I spoil it, because it was absolutely crazy. So you have about 3 seconds to pause this video, go back and watch that video, and then come back here. 3, 2, 1. All right, if you have not left, then you obviously either don't care about the spoilers or you just don't care about watching the other video. So the spoiler is, we won the World Series. We did. We swept the entire World Series. We won in 4 games. We took home the championship at the Diamondbacks arena. Well, not arena, stadium, I should say. And it was crazy. If not for Ryan Howard, we would have been probably in extra innings in Game 4. But Ryan Howard made the play of the season, the play of the series, the play of the entire millennium with a catch at first base to end the game. Unbelievable. Definitely make sure you guys go back and watch it. It was absolutely crazy. But we are World Series champions, and now this video is the off season. We will go through the entire off season, re-signing everybody, bringing in some new free agents. I'm not even sure who's in free agency this year. It's going to be interesting to see, so we're going to have to wait and do that. But before we start, make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. Let's get into some off-season action as the defending champs. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in the screen. And as you can take a look one final time at the World Series bracket, or as the playoff bracket, we only lost one time the entire postseason. That was, I think, Game 4 to the Astros. Yeah, we lost Game 4 to the Astros and then won everything else. Unbelievable postseason run. Alex Rodriguez won both the postseason MVP and the World Series MVP. An amazing season, or amazing postseason for A-Rod. And unbelievable run for your New York Yankees. We can take one final look at some of the stats in the postseason. 9 home runs for A-Rod was good enough to get him the postseason MVP. 4 home runs for Griffey. We had 6 from Ryan Howard and made that clutch play at the end of the Game 4 in the World Series. Unbelievable run. Some of the bench guys didn't really play a lot. Shohei Ohtani got one at bat. I had him in that one. Taking a look at the pitching staff, Lefty Grove, our Cy Young winner on the regular season, went 3-0 in the postseason. Babe Ruth was the pitcher that lost the game against the Astros. Halladay went 2-0, Feller went 2-0, and Kerry Wood went 2-0. Why is Bob Feller in the starting rotation? Should have been Roy Oswalt. I didn't even realize that Bob Feller was in the starting rotation. That's my bad. This whole postseason thing got messed up for some reason. I don't know what happened, but it's all messed up. There's players, Derek Jeter was in the AAA, he was in the minors for some reason. Frank Thomas was in the minor leagues. I don't know. They all get rings anyway, so it doesn't matter. They all considered World Series champions because they were on the team to start the year. So let's move on to the off season. Your contract with your pitching coach has ended. Okay. So we only have one coach who we not bringing back. I might need to look and see if there's any other coaches in the pool that we might need to get. But we do have one player retiring, Greg Weissert. He retires because of ability. Is there any other big name guys retiring because of age? David Price retired. I'm pretty sure that's old David Price. Yeah, that's original David Price, not the legend version of David Price. Let's see. Lou Brock is gone at 37, only played in 2 seasons in the series. Okay, Jake Arrieta, that's original Jake Arrieta. Cole Hamels is probably original. Yep, original Cole Hamels. Brett Gardner's gone because of age. We have Trevor Cahill gone because of age. I think, oh no, ability. Free agents, nobody really of note in free agency, so I think we can move on from retirements. Any Hall of Famers? No Hall of Famers this year. That's all right. We knew that there probably wouldn't be a lot of free agents. Should we rebrand the team? Should we change the Yankees? Nah, I would never change the Yankees. Are you kidding? All right, so we have Aaron Boone as our head coach. I think I'm going to keep, or as our manager. I think I'm going to keep Aaron Boone as our manager. We do need a pitching coach. We have Dave Martinez as our first base coach, and David Bell as our third base coach, and Luis Rojas as our farm director. But we need a pitching coach. What kind of managers are there that we might need to steal? We've got Sandy Alomar Jr. All right, let's take a look at pitching coaches. Who's got the best stats? Who's got some of the best stats here? We could take Sandy Alomar as our pitching coach. He's got +2 home run per 9, +2 clutch, and +2 K per 9, but he does have -1 control. And our pitchers kind of lack control a little bit. So we'll come back to him if we don't find anybody else that is appealing. Is there anybody else here that is piquing my interest here? It doesn't look like. A lot of guys have a lot of minuses in their stats, so I don't think that they're gonna be really worth it. You know what? Let's just go with Sandy Alomar. I think we can deal with the -1 control. So where is he at? Sandy Alomar Jr. Hopefully he signs with us. We'll have to make him a good offer. Let's give him a 4-year deal for $5 million. He'll hopefully accept that as our pitching coach. All right, we don't need to sign anybody else. Exclusive free agents. We have Marcus Stroman, Didi, who got hurt for the end of the season. David Peralta, Dylan Betances, and Homer Bailey. Those are our exclusive free agents. Okay, so we probably should bring these guys back just to have depth. So Marcus Stroman, 5-year deal. I don't think that we're gonna give him a 5-year deal. Plus, this is a lot of money too. Marcus Stroman's not worth that much money, especially at 31. So we're gonna drop this down a bunch. And remember, salary cap is not on, so we can go basically whatever we want to do. All right, we'll give him a 3-year, $8 million deal. See if he accepts that. It doesn't really matter if he doesn't. We don't really need him to accept it. I'll put all these guys on around the same amount or same length of contract just so that it's easier. Didi's pretty good still, so I'll offer him a bit more, $11 million. David Peralta, I'll keep on a 2-year deal because he's 35. And we'll drop it down a lot, probably about 3 or 4 million. Let's go right in the middle there. $3.5 million over 2 years. Dylan Betances, we'll keep him on a 2-year deal as well. We'll drop him to a $1 million deal. Oh, no, can't do that. We'll drop him down to about a $1.5 million deal. And then Homer Bailey gets about a $2 million deal because he's Homer Bailey and he's not good anymore. We'll give him about 1.7. There we go. So we offered all those exclusive free agents. We have offered a pitching coach, and now we can simulate a couple days. Right, we're on the 7th, right? We're on the free agency in 6 days. Okay, so sim through that day, sim through that day. Okay, so Ken Griffey Jr. signed a 10-year deal. Whoa. They re-signed Ken Griffey Jr. to a 10-year deal, the Giants did. Tino Martinez got re-signed by the Astros for a 7-year deal. Jose Ramirez got re-signed to a 9-year deal from the Cubs. The Reds re-signed Evan Longoria for a 7-year deal. Joey Gallo's back with the Giants. The Giants spending tons of cash, and they activated Johnny Damon from the injured list. Activated Miguel Cabrera from the injured list. Okay, so some big-name guys keeping with their same teams. Honus Wagner has exercise option and will be making 12.6 in 2023. Would you like to stop simulating? Yes, I like to stop simulating just to keep. Bryce Harper re-signs with the Rangers for 8 years. George Foster is back with the Rays for 9 years. We've got JD Martinez with 1-year deal with the Padres. Chad Green with a 4-year deal with the Braves. Chase Utley's back with the Reds, an 8-year deal, and Cy Young's back on a 1-year deal with the Giants. So the Giants are out here spending amazing amounts of cash. Sandy Alomar's accepted the pitching coach offer. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. So now we have a pitching coach, Sandy Alomar. Beautiful. We got a amazing coaching staff, or coaching staff. I don't know what I was thinking there. Amazing coaching staff. Everybody's on 2-year deals except for Sandy Alomar. So maybe next offseason we re-up on some contracts, depending on how we play. And let me check exclusive free agents. Everybody re-signed. Everybody re-signed exclusive free agents. Awesome. So we got all those guys back. Perfect. We got Ryan Presley re-signing with the Royals. Max Muncy's back with the Reds on a 1-year deal. Hal Newhouser is back with the Angels on an 8-year deal. And AJ Burnett goes back to the Dodgers with a 6-year deal. All right, we are headed to actual free agency. It is time for actual free agency. We had Colton Wong going back to the Giants on a 2-year deal, and Keith Hernandez back with the whatchamacallits. All right, check out free agency here. Young Babe Ruth is in free agency. Ryan Braun, obviously, we know Ryan Braun absolutely killed us in that Mets game previous video. All right, not the greatest free agent pool. Trey Turner is here. He's got a qualifying offer made. I'm pretty sure, didn't Adam Dunn get traded during the season? Yeah, he was traded during the season. I thought so. He was on the Red Sox, and then he went somewhere else. I forget what team traded for him. All right, so it looks like we don't have to add that many free agents. It's not as crazy of a free agent period as it was last year. So let's take a quick look at some of the best pitchers in the class here. Jose Barrios went against us in the ALDS. He didn't pitch horribly. He went 16-12. Not the worst. He could be a good pitcher in the minors. I don't know why I was struggling to think of that. Cole Hamels at 26 went 12-7. Okay, 12-7. Do we offer Cole Hamels a spot? I'm not gonna offer Babe Ruth because we already have Babe Ruth. Aaron Nola's 29. Zach Greinke is 22. He played for the Braves. We played against him. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. Let's take a look around the rest of the thing. We got Taylor Rogers at an 87 overall, the clear best overall, at least, relief pitcher in free agency. He went 0-3 with 31 saves this past season in 42 games. Ooh, okay. But he does have a really good sinker. And he's 32, which isn't horrible. The Royals are offering him a 3-year deal for $14 million. I'll offer him a 4-year deal, but I'll give him a bit more money. I'll give him $24 million. That jumps us above. Okay, so if we bring in Taylor Rogers, that'll be pretty cool. Okay, closing pitchers. This is where some of the big-time overalls are at. We've already got Mariano Rivera, but it couldn't hurt to have some better bullpen guys. We could change these guys to relief pitchers. It wouldn't be that hard. Raleigh Fingers is 36. I don't like that. Rob Dibble's 28. Wouldn't be bad to have Rob Dibble. He went maybe not. He went 2-7 with 11 saves. But the first year he had 45 saves and he went 0-5. So Rob Dibble doesn't seem to be a very consistent winner as coming out of the bullpen. But Roberto Acuna, he got traded last year. Could be a big pickup for us. Maybe we throw, although the Nationals are offering him over $100 million, maybe we don't even worry about it. Catchers, we don't really need any catchers. I mean, Buster Posey, I wouldn't mind bringing in. I gotta look at salary arbitration too. I didn't even look at that. We got Amir Garrett, Brad Keller, Trevor Williams, Colin Moran, Luis Sessa. Okay, so definitely want to offer arbitration for Amir Garrett. Let's offer him about $8 million. That seems fair for Myles Garrett. Brad Keller, we'll offer arbitration to. We'll give him about 4.5. We'll bump it up a little bit there. Trevor Williams will offer arbitration to. We'll bump you up to about $5 million. Colin Moran will offer you about 4.5. And Luis Sessa, don't make your actual offer. You're only 70 overall, so we'll give you about 2.5. There you go. So we offered all these guys arbitration. If they don't accept it, that's totally fine. We do have a lot of guys to tender contracts. I will do this off camera because there's a lot of guys here that need to get contracts signed to bring back for depth pieces. So I'll do that off camera as we move on. We got to also select the 40-man roster. I do want to check and see. What was I checking to see? Catchers. That's right, catchers. So we have Johnny Bench and Roberto Perez, and then we've got really not a lot else in AAA and AA. Offering Buster Posey wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. That's the calendar. Nope, there it is. I'll get it. I'll get it at some point. Offering Buster Posey wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. He's 75 overall, 36. He had 2 home runs last year. Somehow found his way back on San Francisco. He could be. Does he have any options left? I don't know if he has any options left. It might not be worth it if he doesn't have any options. Yeah, I don't know. Might not be worth it to bring him in. I don't know. Let's move on. First baseman. We don't really need a first baseman, but Albert Pujols is here. How many home runs did Albert Pujols hit? He hit 28. Okay, so 28 home runs. He's only 23. He is only 23. He's got great contact, decent power. Paul Konerko is also here with good power. He hit 36 and 30 in the 2 seasons that we've simulated here. Paul Konerko might be the better option. He is 30, though, and he probably doesn't have any options left. I don't know. Can't tell here. Jason Giambi, only 12 and 8. I thought Jason Giambi had more power. He does. He has 98 power, and he's only hitting 12 and 8 home runs. That's weird. That's really weird. Josh Bell's here. Brandon Belt. Second baseman, D. Strange Gordon. Didn't play in the first season, and then had an okay year. Not the greatest. Third baseman, Aramis Ramirez, Josh Donaldson, Evan Longoria, the older version of Evan Longoria, the old version of Chipper Jones. The free agent class is not the greatest this year. I kind of want to get Trey Turner just so he doesn't, we're not playing against him. He had two really good seasons for the Diamondbacks in these 2 years that we've simulated. Tim Anderson's also here, and I do like Tim Anderson. He hit 28 home runs last year. Is that a career high? That is a career high. He hit 28 home runs this past season. Tim Anderson might not be a bad option. Dansby Swanson's also here. 2 years in Oakland. All right, so Tim Anderson's an option. He's an interesting one for sure. Left field, we've got basically Adam Dunn, who hit 42 home runs. He's 26. 282 average. 2 triples. Okay. Okay, Adam Dunn's an option. Ryan Braun had 24 home runs this year. Vinny Menuso. I don't know. We don't need Willie Mays because we just played, or we do have Willie Mays already. Byron Buxton, though. Byron Buxton. Billy Hamilton's here. Speedy boy. Actually, he's dropped speed. He's dropped 4 speed. Holy crap. Wait, how old is he? He's 32. Okay. Center field. Right field, Aaron Judge. Only had 14 home runs this past year. What was there? Did he get hurt? He must have got hurt because he only played 70 games. I was going to say, only 14 home runs? Jason Hayward is 22. That's hard to pass up. He's 22. 22-year-old Jason Hayward, and he's a 91 overall. We might have to make an offer. He's got no offers and no qualifying offer made either. We might have to swipe up this man for 22. He's 22 years old. Does he want more money or does he want less money? I don't know what he wants. He wants about 90 mil, which wouldn't be the worst in the world. Actually, it looks like a 2-year deal would be better for him. At 62. You know what? We'll give him a 3-year deal at 90 mil even. 90 mil even. Actually, no, 91 because it goes down a little bit. All right, so he should be interested in that. Especially at 22. We can't pass that up. Cannot pass that up. All right, so we signed all these guys back. Shohei's back. A-Rod's back. He must have had a qualifying offer or something that we brought him back. We've also got all these guys back. Awesome. I'm probably going to offer either Ryan Braun or Adam Dunn a contract. And I'm probably going to offer Tim Anderson a contract. Other than that, Maybe I offer a first baseman a contract. I'll think about that. I might offer Robert Azuña a contract. And then I may offer starting pitchers, or maybe a couple starting pitchers in the contract. So I'm going to go and do all that. I'm going to tender these contracts. I'm going to offer those players that I was thinking about, or might not. I don't know. And I'll catch you guys when I'm all done. All right, we are back, and we finished the first big part of free agency. And if we take a look at the players that we signed, we ended up getting Roberto Azuña. We do get Paul Konerko. We do get Adam Dunn, Jason Hayward, Taylor Rogers, Tim Anderson, Jose Barrios. Those are the big names that I offered. I did put an offer on Cole Hamels. I did get Cole Hamels, but I put him in AAA. I took him off, or I put him on waivers to put him down in AAA, and somebody claimed him, so he's no longer on our team. There's nothing I could do. It was irrevocable waivers, so I couldn't get him back. And I did also put Konerko and Jose Barrios and Tim Anderson all on waivers as well to try and get them off the 40-man roster, so they might get taken, so we might not have those guys. Oh, I did lose Trevor Story as well. If you can see that, Tampa Bay claimed him. Tampa Bay's been claiming all my players for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe they saw how good we did and they want to be like us. So I don't know. Let's sim. Yep, Tampa Bay claimed Tim Anderson, and LA claims Jose Barrios. Tampa Bay also claims George Brett. Tampa Bay claims Paul Konerko. Tampa Bay claims Nelson Cruz. Holy crap. Tampa Bay just claimed every player on my team, basically. So we lose those guys, which is not horrible, I guess. It's not the worst thing in the world. We didn't really need them. It would have been nice to have them, but it's all right. I mean, we can get through it. We can be big boys about it and get through it. So moving on from that, now we have to work with arbitration. These guys still have not accepted arbitration. They need to. Let's keep simulating. Ketel Marte goes to the Diamondbacks. Aaron Judge finally signs a deal with the Pirates. Rob Dibble goes to the Brewers. Luis Severino goes to the Phillies. Once we get through this, we'll take a look at some of the big names. Let's take a look at some of the big name players that got picked up. So going down here, you've seen the top guys, you've seen all the R guys that we got. So we can take a quick look at some of these guys. Became a free agent, we don't care about that stuff. Okay, here we go. So we signed Cole Hamels, Taylor Rogers, Jose Barrios, and Tim Anderson all on the same day. And like I said, some of those guys are not here. Well, all of those guys are not here anymore. Well, Taylor Rogers is here still, I think. But all of those guys are not here. Adam Dunn's still here. The Nationals get Ryan Braun. The Dodgers get Aaron Nola. Nationals also get Sonny Gray. We picked up Paul Konerko, but obviously you saw him get taken. Catfish Hunter goes to the Mets. Marty Keys goes to the Rockies. Russell Croft goes to the Angels. Jason Hayward's on our team. Michael Fulmer's headed to the Rangers. The Tigers get Wilson Contreras. Dan Winkler goes to the Indians. Arsuna goes to us. The Indians also get Freddie Furman. That's funny. And Alex Dickerson. Mike Bates is headed to Chicago. Joe Musgrave to L.A. The Reds get William Richards. Edwin Diaz goes to the Red Sox. Jared Eichhoff goes to the Pirates. Corey Kluber to the Rangers. And then the rest of the guys you saw. Corey Nebels to the Padres. Chad Kuhl to the Reds. Will Myers to the Marlins. Josh Bell, Phillies. Rugnan Odor to the Rays. So those are the big name guys. It wasn't that great of a free agent class anyway, so it's probably good that we lost some of those guys. We get to save a little bit of money for next year. All players must have tenor contracts. I think all of our guys have accepted their tenor. Oh, it's just the 68 overall closing pitcher. That's all right. We don't really need him anyway. So we move on. Whit Merrifield's headed to the Royals. That's interesting. Jason Giambi's to the Cardinals. Johnny Damon, Phillies. We're almost to winter meetings here. Dansby Swanson headed to Miami, South Beach. Raleigh Fingers to the Royals. A trade. Adalberto Mondesi goes to the Nationals for Jonathan Walton and Yasel Acuna. Two young players, two young prospects. I'd say that's a pretty decent trade. Not the worst trade in the world. Speaking of trades, we might need to be making some trades of our own, because I did see that a certain Joe Mauer re-signed again for another one-year deal. So What's it going to take to get Joe Mauer into New York? The Cardinals have him. It's going to take a lot. And I don't have George Brett anymore. That was going to be one of my main pieces to trade with somebody's in any trade. Third baseman. We are looking pretty rough at third base, though. We got young Josh Jung, but that's about it. We might need to trade for a third baseman or see if we can do anything with that. We do have a couple shortstops that might be piquing some interest, like Geraldo Perdomo might be piquing the interest. What about Didi? Didi doesn't offer anything. Adam Dunn doesn't get it done. Barry Bonds gets it done. Ricky Henderson does almost. These guys, we need to have somebody that's going to tip the scales in our favor. It would probably be a guy like Eric Davis. Gary Sheffield, Hank Aaron, Tony Gwynn, Jason Hayward doesn't move the needle. What about our catchers? Johnny Bench does. Perez, Dusty Rocker. All right, none of these catchers really move the needle that much. Josh Naylor, Colin Moran. He's not on contract, so we can't trade him. Shed Long, Jonathan India. Robbie Cano's a 70 overall. We have some guys that get it close. What do they need? They need all, like, position guys. Maybe that's why they value some of these guys more. They need position guys. I'd be willing to give up Eric Davis because Grady Sizemore has more power. They're the same age. Grady has more power. He has better fielding. His contact isn't as good. I mean, it's basically like the opposite. So I'd be willing to give Eric Davis away for Joe Mauer. He had 21 home runs and 25 home runs in the 2 seasons. Do we give away Eric Davis? I'll put him in the deal, see what that does. And then I'll throw in, I'm gonna have to throw in somebody else. Josh Naylor gets it done. Basically anybody will get it done, I think. Yeah, even Leonard Gill gets it done. So if we throw Leonard Gill in the deal, we could do Geraldo Perdomo, Eric Davis, and Leonard Gill for Joe Mauer. Is there anybody else that we could throw in? We could get Jason Giambi. Jose Altuve, probably not. Cody Bellinger's not on contract. I didn't sign Cody Bellinger back. Aristides Aquino's not back on contract either. They have Dennis Eckersley. Probably be too much to get him. They don't really have anybody else that I'd want. Is this a lot for Joe Mauer, though? He'd be our second catcher. He'd take over Roberto Perez's spot. I'd move Roberto Perez down to AAA. Have Joe Mauer be the backup catcher in the bigs. He's only on a $580,000 deal, but that's only for this year. We'd have to pay him next year. Is this a good deal? I don't know. I'm going to go through some of these players on teams and see if there's somebody that piques my interest a lot and see if I can get them. So I'm going to do that right now, and I'll catch you guys when I have some interesting offers. All right, I've come up with an interesting one. I went to the Diamondbacks because I was looking for third baseman that could possibly help us out, and I came across David Wright. Obviously, we just got done playing them in the World Series in the last episode, and David Wright had a good season, 28 home runs, 87 RBIs, 335 average. He can definitely help us out. And I also just happened to throw in Trey Turner, and they said that it didn't change the fact, so we could be getting Trey Turner, who had 43 stolen bases last year, hit 271, 26 home runs, could help on our shortstop game since we lost Trevor Story. He has 0 out of 3 options used, so that's good. So we can move him down to AAA if we needed to. What about David Wright? David Wright has 0 out of 3 options used. Andrew Miller, we'd be giving up, obviously, Ty France because he just happens to push the needle, apparently, so they like him. But we'd be giving up the main piece would be Noah Syndergaard, who came up for us last season, won a game, played really well. We brought in last year in the off season. He's a good player, but he's going to be a AAA player for us. And there could be other pitchers that we could bring in. So I feel like this is a good move. Although we did have a lot of starting pitchers get hurt last year. So we could use that depth. I don't know. We'll have to think about it. Plus, we'd be giving up Andrew Miller, which isn't that big of a deal. He's on the last year of his contract anyway, so it's not that big of a deal to trade him away. I think I'm going to do this trade to get David Wright and Trey Turner. We'd be weakening a threat in the Diamondbacks, taking away 2 of their better players. I tried to throw in one of their starting pitchers, Jackson Goddard or Jordan Blazevich, but they said that they're going to need more for both of those guys, so I don't have enough spots to trade. And they also don't have Jesus Luzardo on contract yet, so I can't trade for him. I was going to throw him in the deal, but he's not in contract yet, so I can't do that. I think this is a decent deal. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to offer this trade to the Diamondbacks. Oh, did we do it? Did we do it? Trading Noah Syndergaard, Andrew Miller, and Ty France for David Wright and Trey Turner. It seems like a no-doubter, and we're not trading anybody from that Joe Mauer deal. Nobody in that deal is getting traded yet. So I feel like this is a good deal. Yeah, I feel like it's a decent deal to trade. Yeah, do it. Trade confirmed. We just got David Wright and Trey Turner on the squad now. David Wright will be A-Rod's backup in the bigs. We do hurt at pitching depth now, but that's not a worry because we can take a look at some of these pitchers. I do want to go back to the Diamondbacks and just ask about some of the... Oh, wow. Blazevich has amazing value. What about Jackson Goddard? So they want Shed Long for Jackson Goddard, or Jonathan India, or Marcano, Josh Jung, Miguel Andujar, or they want Brandon Wagner, Johnny Cueto, and Honus Wagner for Jackson Goddard. What about if I throw the both of them together? Now they want Mariano Rivera. I don't know if I can do that. What about just Blazevich? No, nothing. Okay. Oh, wait, I didn't click it. There we go. Corbin Carroll and Josh Jung. All right, they're asking for a lot from these guys. Shed Long would be interesting. Miguel Andujar isn't that bad of a trade, especially if we're getting a young starting pitcher like Jackson Goddard. I know that he's a little bit older than Blazevich, which is a little bit... Oops, I didn't click him. There we go. They want Wander Franco. I don't know if I can do that. I definitely can't do Wander Franco. I wouldn't be mad at this. We'll have to come back to that. I'm not committed to doing that just yet. Randy Johnson still hasn't signed a contract yet, so I can't trade for him. I don't know if I'd even be able to trade for him if he did sign a contract. Paroma. Oh, we could get Greg Maddux. That could be good. There's definitely some options. There are definitely some options to trade. The Tampa Bay Rays just have my entire team now. What's it going to take to get Tim Anderson? Oh, wow. I could get Tim Anderson back. Probably can't get those guys back, though. Paul Konerko. George Foster. Oh, is this the glitch? Wait, is this the glitch? Hold on. This is the glitch. No way. I think, right? If I trade you... Yeah, I could trade them Hinge Jun Ryu for Konerko and Tim Anderson. I can get those guys back. I think I found the glitch again. That's awesome. Okay. Good to know. It doesn't seem to be as effective as the glitch used to be. They definitely value their prospects, that's for sure. Okay, let's see. Troy Tulowitzki, too much to offer. Valenzuela is an interesting one. He's definitely somebody that I need to probably take a look at. If I gave them Christy Matheson, no, I can't give them more bullpen depth because I'm already hurting pretty much in the bullpen. Although if I did that, those guys could pitch in the bullpen. I mean, Cliff Lee's on a 10-year deal. Well, he's entering year 3 of the 10-year deal. These guys are locked up for a while, but so is Christy Matheson. Ryu's on his last year of his deal. If I gave them Matheson, Ryu, and just sweeten the pot with somebody else, literally anybody's going to get it done. Let's just give them... Who's my lowest rated player? He'll get it done. This Carlo Calderon guy will get it done. Is there anybody else that would not move the needle? Tino Martinez wouldn't move the needle. Tatis moves it. Everybody else not on contract. Corey Lee's not. They need to get signing guys. They need to sign some guys. I mean, I can't even trade for some of these guys because they're not on contracts yet. Maybe we hold on this deal because there are some guys that I'd like to see if they move the needle, but I can't because they're not on contract. So maybe we hold off on the... Let's just hold off on that deal for right now. Mickey Mantle's always been an interesting one. I would be curious to see how much it takes to get you. It looks like it's going to take Chrissy Matheson to get him. There's always options. Like Sammy Sosa's not on contract yet, so maybe we just hold off. So we did make a trade. I'm happy with that trade. I think it's a good trade to do. It definitely helps us out. We get David Wright now, who can be our whatchamacallit. Let's give Josh Jung a shot at AAA this season, see how he does. Frankie Lindor, Trey Turner, and Jeter will be our 2 major league shortstops. I think I'm going to move Abrams to AA because we got Frankie at AAA. Him and Wander Franco will be there. I need to get rid of Honus Wagner at some point. I don't have a AAA left fielder, so let's give David Peralta that shot. I got a lot of center fielders in the major leagues. Gary Sheffield and Jason Hayward. Hayward's got no more options. Ugh. Okay. We can work this out. We can work this out for sure. Starting pitchers. We got a lot of starting pitchers in the big leagues. That fills up our bullpen. Starting pitching. Definitely fills up our bullpen. Plus we got a lot of guys in the bigs on closing pitching. That fills up our bullpen too. We got enough bullpen pieces. Let's simulate a couple more days. See what happens. We got winter meetings to get through. Zach Greinke's headed to Miami. More stuff happening. Jordan Hicks re-signs with the Astros. That's good. That's what we wanted to see. The Rule 5 draft. Eddie Murray gets traded to the White Sox. Albert Pujols is going to the Dodgers. Do we have any picks in the... Amir Garrett went #1. Shed Long just went. What? I thought I'd signed those guys. Ty France gets picked up. So we lose Amir Garrett and we lose Shed Long. Do we have Shed Long? I don't even know if we had Shed Long. Yeah, Amir Garrett's gone. He didn't accept his qualifying offer. Or his arbitration, I guess. That's alright. Whatever. I don't think we ever had Shedlong, did we? I don't really remember, to be honest with you. Let's just keep simulating. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Starling Marte's headed to Philadelphia. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Kirby Yates is going to the Astros. Okay. Hopefully more guys sign. No, nobody else got signed. We're getting close to the end of the offseason here. Babe Ruth finally signs with Miami. Minnie Manuso's with the Athletics. Let's just take a scroll down and see. Ichiro still has not signed a contract yet. See, some of these guys I'd like to trade for, they just haven't signed contracts yet. Barlow's hasn't signed yet. Jordan Hicks. Dominguez hasn't signed yet. Yeah, I can't trade with the Astros yet because I want to see if those guys have signed. We are coming to February. There we are. Willie Mays goes to Miami. Is there any free agents left? Josh Donaldson. There are some decent starting pitchers. Well, not decent, but name value starting pitchers, I guess. Brad Boxberger, Sergio Romero. Alright, let's keep simulating. Let's find out what this is. This is arbitration hearing for Trevor Williams. So they side with Trevor. He gets 4.3 million. It sides with Sessa. He gets 1.6. Okay. They side with the Yankees, and we give him 4.5. Cool. All right, the off season is coming to a close, which means this video is coming for a close. And now that arbitration, I think some of those guys were on arbitration. That's why they didn't get signed yet. Ichiro, nope, Ichiro still hasn't signed. The Astros have picked up Sir Anthony. He got signed back. Okay, so now we could possibly do a trade for Cliff Lee. And who was the other person that I threw in the trade? Was it hinged on Ryu? It might have been Ryu, who threw a no-hitter for us. So I mean, and then it was Carlo. That's what the trade was. And then I wanted to see if Jordan Hicks moves the needle too much. Kirby Yates doesn't. Will Smith doesn't. Sir Anthony does, which sucks because he's younger. Maybe that's why he doesn't, or he does move the needle. So we can get another closing pitcher to replace Amir Garrett. Corey Lee does, which sucks. I'd like to have Corey Lee. Joey Votto does. Why does Joey Votto? He's 39. Come on. Roberto Alomar does. Matt Chapman does. Tatis we saw already did. Eloy Jimenez does. Trent Grisham. Jose Siri does. All right, so it looks like it's just these closing pitchers that we could possibly throw in here. We'd be getting another replacement in the relief pitching, who's better. Fernando, I feel like this is fleecing though. I guess it doesn't matter. Kirby Yates, how good of a year did he have? 4-4, 4 saves, 5 blown saves. Will Smith had 46 saves, 1-1, 5 blown saves. So they must have used Will Smith more. Why did they use Will Smith more? He also had 36. Did he get hurt? He might have got hurt. I don't know. 5 saves. What team was he on? The Astros? He was on the he was on the Angels the entire time, and they didn't close her. They didn't get a lot of closing situations. One of these two closers will be on the team probably as a relief pitcher. It's just a matter of who we should get. Who we should get. Should we get Kirby or should we get Will Smith? Will Smith was an all-star, which is intriguing. Do we get him or do we get Kirby? He had a 3.48 ERA, 4.13 ERA, Kirby did. But Will Smith's a lefty. Do we have a lot of lefties here? We have Taylor Rogers. We don't have a lot of lefties. Roberto Azuña, Mariano, Kenley Jansen. Yeah, we don't have a lot of lefties in the bullpen. Everybody's a righty. So Will Smith might be the option because he's a lefty. Fernando Valenzuela also is a lefty. Cliff Lee's a lefty. So we'd be in 3 lefties for 2 righties. When we have a lot of righties already. And Cliff Lee had 17 and 9. He had a 4 ERA. He dominated for the Astros. And Valenzuela, 16 and 5, also dominated. Was in the Cy Young conversation for a while. Trade. Accepted. Big trade. Big trade. Huge. Monumental trade. Let's change some of these guys to relief pitcher. Their ERA or their overall doesn't go down. Those 85. Will Smith's an 81. Let's see what happens when we change him. He is now still an 81. Okay, so it didn't change him that much. All right, so we got some more bullpen depth after getting rid of Christy Matheson. We've got even more bullpen depth because we have Cliff Lee and Fernando Valenzuela. So somebody's getting put to the bullpen. We got a lot of starting pitchers on the roster right now on the big league club. We're gonna have to figure that out at some point. Who I want to be my starting 5. I may not even be done trading, to be honest with you. We may be trading somebody here. I don't know who, but we may be trading somebody. All right, that's a big deal. We have 42 players on the 40-man roster. Okay, so who wants to get who wants to get off the 40-man? Who's on the 40-man? So we got Shohei. I got to keep on the 40-man just because he's Shohei Ohtani. Got to keep him. I want to keep Franco and Hunter Green on here because you never know when we're gonna need them. Jason Hayward probably doesn't need to be on the 40-man. So we'll take you off. You're going to have to go through waivers. You're probably going to get picked up, to be honest with you. So we'll get rid of Jason Hayward. And who's the other guy that doesn't probably deserve to be on the 40-man? I'd say Roberto Perez, but we don't have Joe Mauer yet. So I don't want to take him off the 40-man until we have Joe Mauer. Even if we're going to get Joe Mauer. I don't know if we are or not. I probably will. I've wanted Joe Mauer for a while, since we started this. Let's just do it now, I guess. Take him off the 40-man. There we go. We can simulate now. I don't think anybody's going to pick him. Actually, they'll probably get picked up. Tomorrow's the last day to renew contracts for unsigned players who are eligible for renewal. Is there anybody else that needs to be picked up? I don't think so. So we got spring training, it looks like. I got a lot of starting pitchers that I got to figure out where they need to go. Because they have no options, which is the problem. That is a big, big problem that we got to deal with at some point. A lot of starting pitchers. Let's see what happens. See what happens. Roberto Perez has cleared waivers. Jason Hayward's cleared waivers. Training offseason has come to an end. Wow, they both cleared waivers? I did not expect that. Okay. Did not expect them to clear waivers. We got 40 guys on the spring training squad, our 40-man roster. I think this is a good enough 40-man roster. Obviously, we're going to make trades. In the next episode, we will start the regular season. I'll probably sim the spring training in off camera so that you guys don't have to worry about that or anything. And then we'll start on opening day to start year number 3 and defend our World Series title. I hope that opening day is at home so we can have our first defense as World Series champions at home, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. There's probably going to be even more trades and even more movement in the start of next episode, so just be on the lookout for that. I'm going to go, and during spring training, I'm going to look through some more trades. I may even do some trades off camera and then show you guys at the start of the next episode. I don't know yet. Maybe I'll wait. I don't know. Just go. End it. That's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. Make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.